他们的一直在帮助刚刚落下来提到这个对立的或者他的はい、教えてやるので、全部はい、また聞いております。はい。田中さん、水です。
Let us stand this way. Of our visit to number of industries.
The whole economy of the state depends on these small units only. So, the three units you're going to see today, basically we are three friends. So one is Mr. Sexaria is not here. So he put up this IT. Another friend Rama Chobe, he is one of the biggest exporters of children garment to Europe, to US. So it's a very relatively new unit, but you will be able to experience how the processing is done in India. There's so many manpower. And the unit which you will go and see, this garment unit, his target is to employ 1500 women. So it will be one of the unit which will only employ women. So that, we get that women empowerment, where India lacks somewhere. As far as Mr. Ghosh said, I have multiple roles. So we are your main focus area when you talk about material science, sustainability. The whole United Nations is talking about this. So there has been talks at United Nations level where they are now talking about cutting polymer production in the world, and for which China by choice abstains from all the meeting. So China cannot afford cutting down plastic consumption. For that matter, any developing country cannot. And when these people talk now, when you see India, we are at 12 kg per capita only. US is at 110 kgs. So India will see much more plastics in time to come, irrespective of what the world community says. But sustainability will have to be the key. So there will be opportunities of business, of making money, and also serving the cause. And that is why I got interested. If the two countries have very nice diplomatic relationships, and there is a history behind Japan and India. So you have young people, we also have young people now coming into business. We can actually make it happening. Where we can have exchange programs, you can understand, we can have some technology collaborations, we can share all the developments you have in Japan and what we do in India. Because India being overpopulated, the problems are more. So more the population, more the scrap. So while a lot of developments have happened, like in solid waste management also, now what the government has done, they have made 5-6 pockets and they have given on tender basis, people have given bids. Now we have companies who are managing around 5,000 tons of solid waste every day. And they get around on average 300 to 400 tons of plastics also, which is basically end of use plastic, more of them. So they are just making bales and sending it to all the cement plants and all to fire in their kiln to save energy. So as we go around, you can, once you see the units, if you have any questions, India per se, how industry operates, what is the future, how Indian government sees in next 5 years. Because next 5 years are important for this country because we were a 2.5 trillion economy. We became the 5th largest economy in the world, crossing 3.5 trillion. And we are all set to cross $5 trillion dollar economy in next 3 years. So actually, if you see world, whether it is GDP or it is growth or it is population, everything is going up. So more population, more problems, but more opportunities also.
We are kind of the collaborative team. So some of them are from the company, and some is manufacturing the electricity or some other the appliances. So maybe you can communicate later. And also some is related to the material cycles, like very special the waste management and so on. Yeah. And other youth from undergraduate and high school students and others. So we are very looking forward for the future relationship between India and Japan, not only just SDG in 2030, but also 2050 or more. So this must be a very good chance to start. So thank you very much again.
We have to finish by 2:10. The lunch should be finished by
I'll just show you.
Nothing is imported from China. Only the connector, micro, type C, and Apple. Those are imported from China. Everything is happening here.
And everything is ROIC. That means it does not have any heavy metals or hazardous metals. Okay.
excellent.
Then out here we are doing this over here. Here the microphone basically is current testing as well as the Bluetooth testing is done here on here. Which has Bluetooth, like lithium-ion battery. How do we ascertain that the battery is good or bad? Whether it is going to burst or not, whether it's going to malfunction or not. So that is checked according to the amperage. This is checked.
How much time?
Depending on the capacity of the battery. We do a deep.
You get a perfect view. And before I proceed, I'd love to introduce our senior directors. They're right behind you.
Very happy that today we could visit these three factories, Swastik Plasto Alloy Private Limited, Balaji Solutions Limited and RPV Export Private Limited. And I must thank at least three persons who have taken the pain for fixing our date for visiting this factory. The first is Mr. N.K. Bhattacharya, the second is Mr. K.K. Sakseria, and the third is Mr. Alok Tipewal. These three gentlemen has taken a lot of initiative for this happening. My Japanese team are very happy by visiting these factories. They were telling about the cleanliness, the behavior of the people, workmen, the system inside the factory and the housekeeping. Of course, you know that whenever you talk about plastic and you use a number of different types of plastics, so the housekeeping of a factory who deals with the electronic gadget, electronic equipment cannot be comparable to the plastic material handling. So however, these three are very nice. I am personally very happy by visiting these three industries, and these industries are at par with the standard in Japan. Of course, these are not very big industries, but on the other hand, we must also look into the commitment of the corporation, because you know that whenever there are good factories like this, there must be also supporting services and facilities from the corporation, like the cleanliness, the drainage system, the waste management of the surrounding is concerned. However, as decided, Mr. Tibrewal also told that they will be sending a group of Indian young entrepreneurs very soon to Japan for learning the process, for exchanging the ideas, what we are practicing in India and what is being practiced in Japan, because you know that Japan is one of the most important and excellent system in the industries. Today we have signed an agreement on the Memorandum of Understanding between the IPF, Indian Plastic Federation, with International Society of Waste Management, Air and Water, and the SDG Consortium in Kyoto. So this collaboration will be mainly for the technical collaboration, the exchange collaboration, and also the business collaboration. So these three, I am happy that these three gentlemen have taken initiative for this collaboration to happen. And thank you. Thanks for the visit to my Japanese counterpart, and I wish that this will be an initiation of a long journey with industries in West Bengal and industries in Japan.
Thank Dr. Sadhan Ghosh for taking this initiative and coming forward, because with the climatic changes that is happening, and when the whole world is talking about global warming, sustainability, this is a hot topic which needs to be addressed. And for this, we will have to have the world community coming on one platform. So having these students, professors, entrepreneurs and researchers from Japan. Japan and India have a long history of having relationship at a different level. Both the countries have worked, and with the young entrepreneurs and students and teachers coming forward and interacting with people here is an icebreaker, and we look forward that we should soon be sending a team of young entrepreneurs and students from here to Japan to understand how they are working, because there is much to learn from that country. They have rebuilt themselves again and again, and when the world is facing a destructive mode today, like global warming is a self-destructive mode today for the world, I am sure Japan is working way ahead than other countries for reconstruction of environment, and India will get a lot of chance, Bengal being primarily an MSME state and the state with highest MSMEs, with the government very, very progressive and sincere and serious about entrepreneurship also. Any business on sustainability is going to be a game changer for Bengal industry MSMEs also. So definitely, while extending my thanks to them, Professor Ghosh, I do look forward to working very, very closely with them on a very serious note, so we can bring that change which is required both for industrialization and sustainability.
Very thrilled that we have signed a memorandum of understanding with Kyoto Beyond SDG Consortium and International Society of Waste Management, Air and Water. In this MOU, it will establish an effective partnership focusing on sustainable development goal to develop the human resource exchange, business and information exchange on the theme of youth exchange and collaboration among the industry. We will be having the peoples from Japan who can come and study the plastic industry in West Bengal, and we can send a delegation from here which can also look after the industries, how they work in Japan.
亀はレンガってやつやろ。
あんなところで